Hello, hello, everyone. I'm starting the live stream on both channels. So hello, hello, everyone. Perfect. Let me know if you can hear me well, if the sound is good, if the video is good, please. Because I'm right now joint live on YouTube Contacte and on Instagram. So I'm juggling between the computer and the phone. Do let me know if everything's fine with the sound. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Good. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Perfect. 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 Yes, everything is good. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Welcome, everybody. Today we've got a pretty cool live stream planned. I find it cool because, I mean, you've seen the title, ESL activities to develop positive thinking. That's something that really, really speaks to me. So I'm going to share a lot of activities on that with you today. And to check that it is really positive thinking, I'm going to ask you to participate, all right? Now, I know you can't really speak. We're going to do this by chat. So I'm going to ask you to participate in the comment section. And hopefully you'll see that these activities are going to be great to develop positive thinking in your students, but also today you're going to see that you're going to be very positive as well yourself. All right? It's very important. It's very important. ESL activities to develop positive thinking. It's very important, right? If this is not your first live stream with me, you'll know that I love this kind of activity. I'm really all about the glass half full rather than half empty. And I think this is a very important skill in life. It's very important to be able to look at things in a positive light. Let's face it, I mean, life is life, but let's make the best of it, right? As much as we can. All right, welcome to everyone. Let's get cracking. Let's get cracking with the first idea, first activity. All right, let's get to it. Oh, there's a first question already. Where am I from? I'm a citizen of the world. I am from planet Earth. It's a very nice planet. It's a very, very beautiful planet. We call it the blue planet. It's got lots of water, lots of oceans, lots of seas and lakes and rivers, but it does have a lot of land as well for us to build, to explore. So there you have it. I am from planet Earth, and if you want more details, I am from a little corner of planet Earth. It's a tiny little country called Belgium. Very, very small. And okay, it might actually help to understand why I really like positive thinking coming from such a small, tiny country. What do you know of Belgium? Let's start with this. When I say I'm a citizen of the world, it's because I was born in Belgium, but actually I moved around a lot when I was a kid. So yeah, I was born in Belgium, but I'm a citizen of the world. I'm a citizen of the world. And coming from Belgium, yes, I think it's such a small country that you've got to develop some positive thinking. The advantage of being from a tiny, tiny little country like Belgium is that there are very, very few stereotypes. Usually when you travel around, people ask you where you're from, you say Belgium. If you say you're American, you're Russian, you're Chinese, you're English, you're French, people usually, have a set idea of a certain things about you. But when you're from Belgium, it's like, okay. So that's pretty cool. Yes, a little statue of a little peeing boy. That's our most famous monument in Belgium. All right, enough about me. Let's get cracking. Let's get cracking with these positive thinking activities, positive thinking ideas. And we're going to start with a simple activity that you'll see you can use in different ways. It's a great way to start a lesson. So it can be a 5-minute warmer at the beginning of an English lesson. It can also be part of a lesson as well, because what we're working on here are echo questions. So echo questions are things where, you know, we just repeat what the person just said. So I'm from Belgium. Are you? That's an echo question. You know, I like rain. How come? You know, these kind of questions, they're very short. They're usually 2-3 words strung together. And what do echo questions do? Echo questions are a way to encourage the person you're talking with to continue. You're basically showing your interest. You're showing that you're listening, and you're encouraging the other person to continue sharing. It's a great tool for small talk. It's a great tool in English because I like to remind my students in English that, you know, English conversations, we tend to react a lot. There's a lot of back and forth. It's almost as if when we're speaking English, we're always kind of worried whether the other person is interested in what we've got to say or not. So there's a lot of really, are you, is it, how come, why is that? These echo questions, they're called echo because all they really serve in the conversation is to keep the flow going. You're trying to encourage the other person to share more. I love these. It's a great lesson on its own, and it makes for a great warmer to lessons, and it's a great way for students to develop those small talk abilities. Are you ready? I'm going to give you statements, and I'd like you in the comment section to write echo questions. Your goal is to get me to talk about this for as long as you can. All right? Thumbs up. Belarus, I understand. I've been to Belarus. Are you ready? Thumbs up. Are you ready to encourage me to talk? Are you ready to show me that you're interested in what I have to say? All right, let's do this. So first activity to develop positive thinking. I'm going to make some statements, and I want you just to write in the comment section some echo questions to encourage me to share more and more. All right? Perfect. All right. First statement. I want a new computer. I want a new computer. What echo question can you use to encourage me to open up and share more? I want a new computer. I want a new computer. What kind? I think I'm ready for a Mac. Why? So echo questions are better than more than one. Why is that? I've had this computer for a while now. Do you? Yes, I do. Really? I do. It's you know, it's been a while. I've been working on the same computer. I think it's getting a bit old. Now try to continue. I think it's getting a bit old. Ooh, have you ever had one about the Mac? So that's not really an echo question, it's a full question. Is it? Very good. My computer's getting old. Is it? Yeah, it is. Honestly, it's an HP. It's not a bad computer. It's a nice computer. I've had it for 5-6 years now. All right, next echo questions. I've had this computer for 5-6 years. I love the really. You see, echo questions, really is kind of a magic one. It works practically always. Have you? Yes, I've had this one for many years. It's a good computer, but you know, I think I'm ready to try Mac. I know it's very different, the system. I'm going to get used to new shortcuts and things like that, but I'm ready for Mac. I just said I'm ready for Mac. What's the echo question for I'm ready for Mac? Are you? Very good. Yes, I am. You know, I mean, Macs are usually a bit more expensive, and people say, you know, once you get into Apple products, it's difficult to get out. It's like a cult, a community, you know. I'm ready to give it a go. I really know the Windows features very well. I can use any Windows computer very well. And worst case scenario, you know what? Even if I can't get used to Mac, anyways, there's a browser, and most of my work, I do most of my work on Google Drive, actually. Google Docs, Google Spreadsheets. I do most of my work on Google Drive. Echo question. I do most of my work on Google Drive. Encourage me to continue on that. Do you? Yes, I do. Well, you know, firstly, I mean, let's face it, Office is pretty expensive, and Google Drive is free. Google Drive is free. Plus, I love the fact that Google Drive is very easy to use on your phone, on your computer. It's always available. All you need is a good internet connection. I love me some Google Drive. I know that, you know, the features, they're improving them slowly. Word and Excel are still probably better, have more functionalities, but you know what? Google Docs and Google Spreadsheets are catching up very quickly. I actually use it for all my registers, my students, things like that. There are a lot of great functions to use. All right, enough about work, right? Enough about computers. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. You're doing great. You see, what's lovely about these short speaking activities with echo questions is that it's very positive for the students. All they're doing is just encouraging each other to share more, to talk more about a topic. So, another one? All right, what if I say, I watched a movie yesterday? What's a good echo question to keep me going on that? I watched a movie yesterday. Did you? Yes, I did. You know, usually after work, I like watching nature documentaries or space documentaries. They get me very calmed down. It's very interesting, and it's always beautiful to see nature or the universe. It has a very soothing effect on me. But yesterday, I was in the mood for, you know, a story, something to follow. I was in the mood for something to follow. Which one? That's a nice echo question. Which one? Oh, you want to know what I watched yesterday? I actually rewatched a film I had watched a few times. I rewatched Guy Ritchie's Gentleman. I'm a big fan of Guy Ritchie movies. I like them a lot. I'm a big fan of Guy Ritchie movies. I like them a lot. Echo questions, keep me going. I'm a big fan of Guy Ritchie movies. I think they're a lot of fun. Are you? There you go. Keep in mind, echo questions are really 2-3 words. 2-3 words. Are you? Yes, I am. Actually, I discovered Guy Ritchie pretty late. I think I was already in my 30s. And you know what? I like this edgy kind of humor. I like this kind of humor where the characters are not, you know, awesome, always successful people. I like this more loser kind of humor where the guys want to be winners, but everything seems to kind of fall apart. Awesome, very good. So this is a first kind of positive thinking activity that I wanted to start with because it's a great warmer activity. And you see here, it gets us going. It gets the movement flowing. The idea here is very simple. You have little cards. I'll share those, by the way. The SkyTeach community will share those with you. I'll share these activities. Each card has a simple statement. It can be in any grammar tense that your students have already worked on. And all the students do, they need to basically repeat the information so they focus on the auxiliary verb. I watched, did you? I like, do you? I am, are you? It is it? Boom, 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 boom. It's very good because the students are really consolidating their grammar. It's not a bad thing. And they're not really thinking about the grammar. They're focusing on that awesome aspect of communication, which is encouraging the other to speak, to share, which is why we learn languages, right? Communication. All right, let's move on to the second activity. So activity number 1, echo questions, encourage the other one to share. As we're in positive thinking, what can be fun? Well, as I told you, I like this idea of the glass is half full. The glass is half full. So let's sugarcoat some bad news. This is also an activity that I love. Do you know what sugarcoating means? Do you know what sugarcoating means? I see a lot of questions. I didn't have time to answer all of these. What's your favorite movie? Choose one favorite movie. All right, I see yes, no. So sugarcoating is a very nice concept. You know, when you have bad news to tell someone, you can be very blunt and direct. Antoine, here's the bad news. I don't know. We can't hear you. Your phone is not working. The live stream is cut. But when you really care about someone, when you want to make sure that they don't take it too badly, you want to sugarcoat the news. You paint a coat of sugar around the bad news. You make it look not the glass is half empty. You make it look the glass is half full. So this is very positive. We're starting from some bad news, but we're going to make it positive or as positive as we can. Are you ready to sugarcoat some bad news for me? Let's do this. All right, first bad news I'd like you to sugarcoat. I'd like you to tell me now, that's coming back to the beginning of the stream. You established that I'm Belgian and that one of the most famous things about Belgium is our chocolate. Now, I'd like you, so you can imagine, I love chocolate. I love me some good chocolate. So I'd like you to sugarcoat for me the bad news that the price of chocolate has increased by 300%. That's bad news. How can you sugarcoat it? Can you find the silver lining in this bad news? The price of chocolate has increased by 300%. Break this bad news to me, but sugarcoat it. Find the positive. Find the silver lining. What's the silver lining in this bad news? How can you tell me that the price of chocolate has increased by 300% in a positive light? Ooh, interesting. It became tastier. So something that is more expensive should be appreciated more. Fruit can also be sweet. Try them. Nice. At least with less chocolate means less dentists. Very good. You're not going to gain your weight too much. Very nice. Very nice. Losing weight. But not for long. Very good. Sometimes in sugarcoating, you want to stress that it might be temporary. All right. I'll cut down on chocolate. Why is cutting down on chocolate a good idea? The price increased, but it's still tasty. Thank you. The price has increased by 300%, so your favorite treat is 300% tastier now? Very good, very good. Beautiful. I love this kind of activity because really, it sounds silly. It's a great speaking activity. Students have loads of fun with it. And the more you do it, it's a good regular warmer. My students love this. It's a good regular warmer to have in your lessons. And gradually, it really develops this skill in your students to, hey, you know what? Look for the silver lining. It's also a great idiom. Do you know silver lining? You know, whenever there are clouds, there's a silver lining when there's the sun behind it. So when there are clouds with a silver lining, it means that the sunshine is coming. Bravo, bravo. I have some teenage groups. I can tell you, some teenagers really need regular activities like that, sugarcoating, because, you know, teenagers sometimes they tend to look at the cup as half empty more than half full. It happens. All right, some more bad news? All right, some more bad news. I'd like you to sugarcoat this bad news for me, okay? I published a book. It's out there, but J.K. Rowling left a terribly negative review of my book online. How can you sugarcoat this bad news? Imagine you have to tell me, Antoine, good job for publishing your book, but you know what? Last night, J.K. Rowling left a terrible review of your book. I agree with you, Penny the cat. It's a therapeutic activity, absolutely. And still students are developing their English speaking skills. It's great. A negative review is better than nothing. Thank you. Exactly, Olya, exactly. I mean, it is a bad review, but J.K. Rowling is talking about my book. It's good PR. You're absolutely right. She's paid attention. Nice. Exactly. Oh, by the way, I like your staying strong. Very positive. At least she got your attention. J.K. Rowling is making me famous. You've been noticed. It's okay, man. Your book is going to be famous. Fortunately, she did comment on your sense of humor. You're lucky to have such feedback. Very nice, Alina. Very good thought. You should take criticism as constructive. But very good, very good. A bad review doesn't especially mean that you should get depressed, right? Look for the constructive criticism, the constructive feedback in the comment. My second book might be even better. All right. A third bad news? Once bitten, twice shy. Nice. Okay, one last bad news, because I have a lot more activities I want to share. One more bad news. I'm going to choose one. Okay. I want you to break this bad news to me. There's a video of me losing terribly at ping pong, and it's gaining millions and millions of views. So imagine, I don't know, whatever the trendy social media app is at the moment. I still publish most of my videos on YouTube with all these activities, but let's imagine it's even on TikTok, things like that. There's a video of me losing badly at ping pong, and it's gaining millions and millions of views on TikTok, on Facebook, Contactia, Instagram. How can you break this bad news to me? True, Kitty, I love that. That's very nice. That's very nice. Hey, I lost, but it means there's a video of someone winning really well that's gaining millions of views, and he must be happy. He or she must be happy. Brilliant. I like it. Nice, Xenia. It can become your personal brand and make you a TikTok star. I confess, Penny the Cat, I'm not sure I want to be a TikTok star, but okay, it's high time to change your hobby. Olia, thank you. You're saying I looked good, yes? I'm losing, but I looked really good. Photoshop. Thank you for sugarcoating that bad news. I feel much better now. It's not that bad, right? It's not that bad. Nothing to cry about. Very good, very nice. All right, we've already done 2 positive thinking speaking activity. You can start your own TikTok. You already have fans. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right, we've already done 2 types of positive thinking activities. Let's summarize. The first one, echo questions. Encourage the other person to share more and more and more. Good job. Brilliant. The second one, sugarcoating bad news. Each card has some bad news that the student needs to give to their partner, but they need to make it as positive as they can. Brilliant. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Are you ready for positive thinking activity number 3? Ready? Thumbs up? Sure. All right. Brilliant. This next activity, it's a lot of fun. I really like it. We call it brag. All right. But by we, I mean my partner and I, Tom Wiseman. I don't know if you know him as well. All these activities I designed with Tom Wiseman. We're a team. So if you see Tom Wiseman talking about the same activity,